Hello, this is Miklina, and I help people quit smoking once and for all without anxiety or willpower. And the question today is how to get from intention to action. But before we answer the question, please put away your worries, take a deep breath, clear your mind, so you can take the most value from this video. So how do you get from intention to action? The thing is, when you have an intention saying, I want to quit smoking, that is like a wish, a real strong wish. And once you have that wish and you really want to get rid of smoking, but you don't succeed, it has no consequence. So saying, I want to, I'm really strong-willed and I cannot stand it anymore, I have to stop smoking, it is a real strong wish. So because there is no consequence apart from that you are going to be stuck in that, in smoking if you don't succeed, it's not a real motivation for you. It isn't. I know it sounds strange, but the mind goes in funny ways sometimes if we allow it to. So you might say you have 10 solid reasons or 50 solid reasons why you should quit smoking. And I'm sure they're all 100% valid, but they are reasons. It's not an intention. Yes, you want to be healthier, you want to have more money, you want to spend more time with your family, you don't want to always have your day planned around smoking. Yes, that is a strong desire of yours and wish, but the reason why you started smoking had an intention, you had an intention, an unwilling intention as well. Why did you start? Dissemble it. Did you start because your friends were smoking? Did you start because you were stressed? Did you start because you wanted to have an escape? Dissemble it. What was the intention, the unknowing, unwilling intention for you to start smoking? That is the real intention. You didn't start because you were saying, oh yeah, I want to spend more money. Of course not. Or you want to compromise your health. Of course not. So that is very conscious. There was no conscious reason for you to start. So the reason for you to stop cannot be conscious either. There has to be a real motivation from the inside of you. When you start smoking in the morning, why do you start? How do you feel? What does it give you? What are you looking for? Ask those questions, and then you can bit by bit dissemble the reasons, the real motivation for you to have started smoking. And I know it sounds absurd, but it is true. You cannot fix anything consciously saying, I want to quit, I want to be strong-willed, and I'm so fed up with this, I cannot do it anymore, I'm going to kill myself. This is all very valid, but it's all conscious. And you cannot fix something consciously that has the root in the subconscious, like within you. There is needs that you have, and there is a value that you put into smoking, as strange as it sounds. It's like with children. When you have a small child and it's throwing a tantrum in the street, crying uncontrollably, you're pleading it to stop, it wouldn't stop. Once you say, okay, if you stop, I give you candy. It might stop, most probably, because the real intention, the real motivation you have given it, it's that, because it needs something. Why is it crying? Yes, because it's spoiled. Yes, because it doesn't want to keep going the way that you want it to go. Yes. And why doesn't it stop when you say, please stop, I want you to stop? There is no motivation. But if you say, I give you candy, and then this child puts value in the candy, or there's a sweet taste that it's looking forward to, and that's like the motivation to stop, and then it'll stop. With bigger children, clean up your room. It looks like a mess. Yes, it does look like a mess and they can see it, but that doesn't mean anything to them. And if you say, clean up your room and then you can play with your friends, that's a motivation. That is a real motivation. Even though it completely makes sense to clean up your room for us, and to do it because of it. No, there's no motivation. Motivation is seeing their friends. And even with older children, study. If you study, you can go to a party. You can play a game. If you study, obviously, you get better grades. That's not a motivation for a 14-year-old, 16-year-old, sometimes, a lot of the times. But when you say you can see your friends or you can go to the party, that's like a need that is considered. The need to socialize as well, or if you tell your child to play a game, it's the need to just relax and enjoy. This is like you put value into different things. It's completely different. Your value is different to somebody else's value. So it is inside of you, that deep motivation. That's why saying to yourself, this is going to kill me, I cannot do this anymore, I need to stop, but you can't. That's why it doesn't work, because there's no real motivation. I get it. To kill yourself or not to kill yourself is a big motivation, but it's conscious, so it cannot work. It changes, all the motivation changes from small to when you're bigger, and even when you're an adult. Everything that you experience changes your perception, changes your values. It always changes, and you're thinking and you're wondering, why can you not stop? It's because your values are the way they are, and maybe you've tried to quit before and it worked, and then you started again, but now you want to quit and it doesn't work. It just seems to not be able to get through to you because your values change. And whatever you put value in, this is your real motivation. So find out what your real value is, the real motivation, why you want to, why you feel like smoking. Dissemble it, as I said before. Think about it, ask questions, look for the real motivation. Go inside, see, what do you feel like? What is it that you need? And then you can get the need from somewhere else, and you don't need to fulfill that need with smoking. So try it out, think of what is your real motivation, and then you will get from intention to action, from I want to quit to I did it. I hope that helped. Let me know, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.